For thousands of years, the Wongai have hunted the emu. Nowadays, the spear and boomerang have given way to the rifle. And why stalk your quarry for hours when you can outpace him in a four-wheel drive? But it's these birds, born and bred in captivity, that represent the future for the Wongai, hunters turned emu farmers. When Emu Farm began 10 years ago, it was seen as a possible forerunner to an industry that would give Aboriginal people self-respect, financial security and a major say in their future. But it didn't turn out like that. In spite of some $750,000 worth of federal government funding in the first 5 years, Emu Farm was a disaster.
They didn't have a look at the marketing aspect. Nothing was done in that area. And when people like myself became involved, we had nothing to work from. We were dealing
Steve
with
Birkbeck, the new manager of Emu Farm, believes the venture is now firmly on its feet.
There's only really been any marketing done in the last 18 months, and everything has been very positive in the results we've had from the marketing. We're making money. The cash flow that we've talked about for the last 10 years is here now.
The emu on this?
Emu?
Yeah.
The cash flow has come from the sale of artefacts to tourists, and this has enabled the farm to maintain its breeding program. Steve Birkbeck expects that the first commercial quantities of birds will be ready for processing in just under 3 years.
Without a shadow of a doubt, the emu leather, the emu meat and the other byproducts we get from the emu farming is a very profitable and lucrative industry. The rest of the leather is the main body of the bird, and we've had a variety of products made up using the leg as a feature.
It's only in the formula has been found to successfully treat emu leather.
We're dealing with a product that is totally unique, that has a class of its own, there's no comparison to it, and the quality is superb.
A valuable money spinner are carved eggs. They sell for $100 each, and in cities like Perth, they fetch as much as $300. The 700-strong Wongai community is centred in and around the old gold mining town of Willesee, a mere speck of dust on the Australian landscape. Like all desert people who come to the white man's town, there are problems.
I'd be lying to say that we didn't have a drink problem here, but one thing that illustrates the strength of the law is that the council, the elders of this tribe, have asked the general community not to drink anything other than beer, and the people have abided by that law for many years now and continue to do so.
Traditionally, people look upon Aboriginals to a large degree as drunken layabouts, don't they?
That's a general attitude around Australia, yes. And that's something that we hope that we're changing in a little fashion here, in the work that we do here, and it's probably one of the most important jobs that we do. My personal feelings is that we're advancing with dignity.
Looks a little bit dangerous.
It can be. There's a right and a wrong way.
Bit different from sheep and cattle farming, Steve.
Very, very much so.
You can't use a dog to round them up, I gather.
Natural enemy of the emu, and they don't get on very well at all.
At the moment, birds from the farm can't be killed for meat. The federal health authorities must first decide whether the meat is game or poultry and approve its slaughter and marketing. But the local people decided that we couldn't go away without at least trying gilea, as they call emu. And this is dinner. A wild emu caught a few hours earlier and now cooking, hopefully, to perfection.
We've got the gourmet market for your top grade meat off the bird, and we've also got your biltong for your second grade meat. The largest game meat suppliers in Australia are constantly talking to us and hoping to get some feedback on the meat issue.
I prefer the well-cooked variety.
Yeah.
we'll try this piece. That's nice. That's beautiful. The Wongai preference seemed to be the rarer, the better. But you'll be serving it slightly differently once you get there.
We'll probably sophisticate a little bit for the Western palate, yeah.
Part and parcel of everything we do here, the development here is a pilot project for other Aboriginal communities right around Australia.